I'm going to put on the Hangover RX and Smashbox. Obviously, I'm just doing this because Nicole Guerrero told me to do it. Alright, we're putting on the Hangover RX first, and then we're going to put on the Smashbox by Photo Finish. Mostly around my nose and like for foundation I'm going to use the NARS Sheer Glow mixed in with the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in Opal. Mix that in, then we just go in and paint our face. So just use like a clean kabuki brush and just like really buff it all in so it looks really smooth. MAC Pro Longwear Concealer and NC30. Yep. We're just going to put a little bit on the back of our hand. And then take our finger and make like triangles underneath our eyes. We're not going to use our fingers to blend it out because I really don't like doing that and I feel like it takes forever and I don't really like the finish of it. Ugh. Anyway, so we're just going to use the Beauty Blender to blend it all out. Okay, make sure you take a little bit up onto your inner corners right here because this is a really good eye primer too. Okay. And okay, so it looks like a lot. Yeah, I look crazy. That's good. Okay, and then I just take the Beauty Blender and buff it and blend it, buff it, whatever. Okay. Make sure you take it back up to your temples so you get like that elongated cat eye when you're doing your makeup and stuff. I mean, your eye makeup, obviously. To highlight the rest of our face and a little bit more under our eyes, we're gonna create a beard, a small goatee, little Hitler stash, a little bit of your Cupid's bow, down your nose. You want to take it up a little and create like a little fountain up here, a little here, a little here, and down here. Okay, now just take your Beauty Blender and just buff it all in. Okay. Set our under eye with this small Real Techniques brush. Above our eye too, because you don't want that to start creasing as you put foundation, eyeshadow on. Okay. Apparently it's called baking, but I just learned about it, so I'm gonna try it out. We're gonna this time I used a Beauty Blender. Well, it's not a Beauty Blender, it's the Real Techniques sponge, but I don't wet it because then it picks up powder really good. And then we just leave this, like this extra powder. It's called baking or cooking, something. Something with the kitchen. And you just leave it on there for a little while. And like obviously you're not gonna leave it like this. You just like, after like a couple minutes, you just wipe it off like with a big brush, and it just kind of falls, like the excess falls off, but it really sets the concealer. And so let's do that. Okay, next we're gonna set the rest of our face while we're at it, like while we're wiping off the rest of it. For that, I'm gonna use the MAC 3D Invisible powder. Yeah. My shirt's going everywhere. And then we're gonna take a giant brush, like a big fluffy brush. This one has color on it, so we'll just use this one. This one's by Sephora. It's called the Natural Powder something. I don't know. Anyways, oh my god. We're just gonna put it in the spots where we didn't put the yellow powder on. And at the same time, we can take the same brush and just wipe off the extra. Just brush it off lightly. You don't have to do anything like strong with this. Just wipe it off. Hoola bronzer. For my skin tone, this is a really good contour powder, because it's kind of gray toned. So for contour, you always want to do gray products, so it creates like this natural shadow. So we're gonna start off at the top of our ear and bring it down, but you only want to do it like mid cheek, because if you go further down, it turns into drag. What am I saying? Yeah, like it becomes really harsh at that point. So just take it and start here. And you want to have like this really sharp line at first, because then you're gonna go in back with bronzer and like diffuse it, but this is gonna be like the color that shows up the most. Okay, this part, see, I already have like this natural contour now, so just do the same thing on this side. Okay, and just make sure it's even. Okay, and now you want to take a little bit more and start bringing it up into your temples. My forehead is really small, so I don't really like over contour my forehead. So I just lightly bring it around right here. Same with the other side. And lightly. Okay. You want this to connect, like create like this oval shaped, like this half C, backward C. And then you want to take the same color and start behind your ear and work your way over and under your chin. Eyeshadow brush, a fluffier one, and start off right here and make 2 parallel lines straight down your nose. Okay. And you want it to go into your eye socket for when you start your eyeshadow, because then it'll blend in really good. And just do that. Same with the other side. And then just run it underneath by your nostrils. And this will just give your nose some dimension and make it look slimmer. The wider you have your parallel lines apart, the wider your nose will look. And the closer you have them together, the smaller your nose will look. Also, you don't want them overlapping. And then just go back in with your beauty blender to, oh yeah, so pretty much this is highlighting and contouring. Whatever you do after this is like, you're going to put your bronzer on, your blush, and that's just going to give you like warmth and bring color back into your face. So, but this is like creating the structure of your face with like creating some cheekbones and a jawline, all that. That's what you do. To set everything, you always want to use like a setting spray. So I'm just going to use the Urban Decay All Nighter